We often get the question, how can 1 million by 1 million help me connect with Silicon Valley? Well, you have to understand the general configuration of Silicon Valley. It is a highly elitist network, and you need people who have access to its inner circle to introduce you to be able to build the relationships and navigate through this, rather parochial network, I would say. So it's very hard to penetrate from outside, and it's very difficult to, it's very time consuming to get anywhere with it without somebody helping you navigate through it. So what we have decided to do with 1 million by 1 million is to introduce you to the people, the constituencies that matter. And in our logic, the constituencies that matter are customers, potential channel partners, investors, media, analysts, maybe advisors, board members, people who are who will add value as direct contributors and who will also help you further navigate through their networks, these channels basically. So we essentially connect all possible dots. You have to decide what your targets are, and then you have to come discuss with us where we have connections, and we will accordingly connect you. We have access and we have credibility. Now this is access and credibility that has been built over many, many, many years, and it has to be viewed in that context. And our referrals generally carry weight. Part of it is because when we are introducing you to investors, for example, we are doing a lot of the due diligence and screening ahead of time. So by the time you are introduced to investors, they know that there's a certain amount of work that has gone into working with you and getting you ready for this kind of an introduction. And similarly, we generally do adequate due diligence before introducing you to customers, to potential channel partners, and so forth, which is why we get the kind of weight that we get. Now, after we introduce you, however, you will still have to engage with your own value proposition. If it's a channel partner, you have to explain with a win-win story exactly why this company should partner with you. And before you go into these meetings, you can run by your case, your business case and business strategy or partnership strategy, your negotiation strategy, all of that with us, so that by the time you get there, you do have a compelling proposition with which you can start negotiating. So we will open doors, we will advise you, we will prepare you behind the scenes on how to negotiate, how to pitch. You can even practice your pitches and so forth. But you have to set up the meetings, you have to do the follow-ups, and you have to close the deals. So we will facilitate the process, we will advise you, but you will have to do the legwork, you're going to have to do the meetings, you're going to have to do the presentations. A corollary to the question we are discussing is, should I travel to the valley? This is something that I hear often from entrepreneurs. Oh, I'm going to go spend 2 weeks in the valley. Or sometimes we even hear it from organizations in different parts of the world who land up in Silicon Valley with a delegation. Well, please do not come to Silicon Valley without doing the groundwork and the preparation. It's a very expensive trip, right? Depends on where you're coming from. It's an expensive trip, and you really want to plan for it. You can't land here and then get meetings. You have to plan your meetings ahead of time. If you come here, what you can expect to do is be able to attend a bunch of events. But that is not necessarily where the real targeted business happens. You have to understand your targets and accordingly navigate the meetings and the schedules before you show up here. So in my opinion, The quote-unquote ecotourism that happens to Silicon Valley from various parts of the world is totally useless. So please do not waste your money on that. And in 1 million by 1 million, as I said, we will help you navigate. If you decide to come to Silicon Valley, if you're seeking connections into Silicon Valley, that is one of the things we help you with, is to help you figure out whom you should meet with, and where we have connections, we will connect those dots for you.